Okay, so here's what I love. I love that Whitney texted me and she was like, hey, I have a message, and this message needs to go to these people, regardless of convention, but especially going into convention. She gave me like a 2-minute like blurb of what she wanted to say, and I was just like, yes. And you guys, it's not a secret. I'll probably say it from stage next week. I feel like I have strengths in this business. But one of them I don't feel is training. Like training is not my strength. I love bringing people in. I love helping people have success. But when it comes to training, I freeze. Not that I can't do it, it's just not my strength. And Whitney, it's her strength. And so I am so grateful that you messaged me, Whit. And the next thing that I love, my whole point of this is that I throw it out there yesterday. Hey, Whitney's doing a training tomorrow. And with like less than 24 hours notice, you guys all show up. And so it really encourages me, your discipline and your eagerness to always be learning and growing, especially on a Sunday night. So I have constant goosebumps right now. I don't right now. I just have sweat because it is freaking hot out here. But aside from the sweat, I have constant goosebumps when I think about what is about to happen. You guys, if you don't feel them, then you don't understand what is literally about to happen. So I'm not going to take up any more time. If you guys don't know Whitney, she is an incredible coach. She is so wise and she just has such a gift of communication. And I think that what she has to share with you, you're going to be like, holy cow, how did she know I needed to hear this? So go ahead, Whit.
Thank you. Okay, so hopefully it is like I can't see anyone yet, not because of you guys, just because I think either maybe I'm lagging or something. So if it's like if I'm good to go, then I will jump right in. But I don't know if is like, can you guys hear me clearly? Or is
I
it?
can hear
Oh,
you.
I'm good. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Karen.
Your video is kind of laggy, but I can hear you clear.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, mine is that's how it's doing it for me too. So I apologize. It may just be my internet because it's storming here. So it's probably that. Okay, it's more important that you hear me and not that you see me. So we'll just jump in. Okay, so Britt is right. The other day I messaged her and I was like, I have a lot of clients that are Q ambassadors, and this is a topic, like if you're one of my clients, you know this, but this is a topic that has come up in every single call that I've had this week. And when I see patterns, I see a need, I see an area where maybe there needs to be words in, or I need to be able to explain a problem so that you guys can grasp it. And so here's some of the things that I've heard this week that I really felt like were placed, just kind of fell into my lap. And I started formulating these thoughts around these questions that I was getting. And I reached out to Britt and I was like, here's the deal. This has to go out before convention because I feel like this will be a solidifier going into it and as you come out. So some of the questions that I was getting was like, I'm doing all of these things, I'm reaching out, I'm sending the messages, I'm showing up, I'm doing the trainings, I'm doing all these things. Why am I not seeing results? I don't know, like when people reach out to me or when I'm engaging with them on social media, I don't know how to bring up the business. How do I mention the products without seeming salesy? Like if I'm doing organic marketing, like when do I bring up this, like, hey, this could help you. Hey, this business opportunity. Like a lot of drama around when do I talk about this and how without being salesy, right? And here's the interesting thing about what I was seeing. I was hearing these pillars, like belief pillars, like I've called this training. We have amazing training. We have an incredible comp plan. We have the best strategy. We have amazing products. We have the most amazing community. So what's missing? Like there's this expectation of like, I want to grow so quickly, but like, I get this slow and steady growth is totally worth it. But still, what am I missing? Is there something about what I'm doing that's not working? And so I thought of, when I started to really like dig into what I really believed were kind of these 4 pillars of belief in what you guys are doing. To me, when I see them, and if I were to put percentages on them, here's what I would do, knowing little, like less than you guys know about Q, but here's what I would probably do. When you think about your belief in this company, there's 4 buckets. You've got your products, which are amazing. You guys know that. It's like 20% importance, right? You've got your business opportunity, the comp plan, ground floor opportunity, like amazing, right? So 20%. Then you've got your community, like the people that make up the industry, the business, that are just outstanding. Your team, your uplines, your downlines, like your side, all of the people in your community, that when you bring someone in, you're like, this is like this week, you're going to be taking all the pictures of all the community, right? But the 4th one that I see, and this is the one I'm going to talk about, you've got products, business, community. The 4th one is you. And here's the deal. It's not 20%, it's 40. Because if this isn't the one thing that you are so sold on, that you are completely like out of your mind, sold and filled with belief in yourself, then the other 3 are just, they're almost like they're non-structural support systems. So I don't actually see these 4 pillars as equal. I see you in the center, and I see your business and your products and your community as support beams to the center beam. But here's why this is a problem, okay? If you are not completely sold on yourself, when you don't know why someone should partner with you, your audience doesn't either. When you don't know why someone should partner with you, your audience has no idea either. Here's the deal. People aren't rejecting you. They're picking up on this disbelief that you have in yourself. So this is not like I'm lacking love for the business. I'm lacking love for the products or the community. Like if I look at all of these different things, the only thing that's missing is that there's a gap in your belief that you can be sold on yourself, you can over deliver, and you have something that's different than everybody else. Okay. So let me just give you an example of what this could look like. Okay. So I'm a life coach. I don't have a product. I don't have a community. I don't have a business opportunity or a comp plan. When I get online and I'm talking about what I do, I sell myself. That is all I do. There's nothing behind here that makes people want to partner with me or want to hire me, right? It's all, I have to be completely sold on myself, knowing that I can over deliver. The only thing, if you hire me, the only thing that you pay for when you get me is my brain and space. Like I hold space for you. That's it. So I want you to think about what that actually means when you think about like, oh, all of these other things are amazing. Well, what's happening? What's happening with all of these other things? It's a good chance to hide behind all of them. Are all of them amazing? Absolutely, 100%. Like you guys have chosen an incredible company to partner with, right? But you use the products and the business comp plan and your community to say, look at all of the reasons why you should come and partner with me. Like, look at all these amazing things. And what's happening is people are like, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Why shouldn't I go and join her instead? And then you wonder, like, why isn't my team growing? Because I have the same stuff as they do. I like point blank, it's you. And it's not that there's nothing extraordinary about you. It's that you don't know what's extraordinary about you. It's not a product problem. It's not a business problem. It's not a community problem. You aren't sold on yourself and the belief that you have something to offer people. Okay, so here's why I think this is really important to tell you before convention, okay? So this might shake things up a little bit, all right? Hype is totally overrated in my opinion. Hype doesn't sell. Do you want to know what does sell? Full confidence in yourself, in your ability to over deliver. Because what happens when you go to a convention is there's a lot of hype. You're going to get a lot of information. And then what's going to happen? You guys are all going to post the exact same things. Do you want to know what separates, like what differentiates Britt? Is that she doesn't do the post like everybody else. What comes out is when she delivers, it's from a deep rooted place of full self-belief, full confidence, being so sold on herself and her ability to over deliver. Okay. I want to give you a tool as you walk into convention this week. Okay. So if there's any men on this call, you guys are going to love this. But so I live in Colorado Springs, and our Major League Baseball team is the Colorado Rockies. Love the Rockies. My husband told me this analogy last night as we were talking about this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But so his name's Ryan Spielbauer. He played for the Rockies, and now he's an announcer for the Rockies. But he said one time that every time you walk up to the plate, you always have these like these lines in your head that you use that kind of center you. Like every time you get up to the plate, you say the same thing, right? Eye on the ball, lean back, wait back, choke up, see it, hit it, wait for it, wait on the ball, eye on the ball, whatever it is, right? What I want you to do as you walk into convention this week is I want you to have one of those. Because I want you to be able to have something that centers you back to why someone should join you. Okay. And this is, I want to be really clear. This is not a competitive thing between like, you should join me and not her. This is you actually, like when you have a whole different audience and when you attract people to you, I want them to know what they're going to get when they say yes to partnering with you. Okay. So when you think about recentering everything that you hear at convention, I want you to ask yourself this question: how can this only support me? How can this product, how can this comp plan change, how can this community only enhance me? How does this only enhance who I am and what I'm able to deliver? When you hear all of these new things, I want you to be very clear, and I want you to be excited and get into the energy, and I want you to think, how does this enhance me? How am I able to over deliver even more because of this? So I want to talk about over delivery just for a second, because this is one thing we talk about in coaching all of the time, because we're not selling a product. So how can I promise to over deliver on my services? I want you guys to think about this as a marketing, like organic marketing 101 right here. I want you to think about when people invest into your company, into this opportunity, what they get when they invest. They have a very low barrier entry point, right? You get $100 or $200, something like that, and you automatically get a turnkey business. You get a business comp plan, you get technical support, you get self-development, you get community, you get amazing products behind you, you get events that you get to go to, all of these things. If you think about it, when someone decides to join you, they're getting life and business coaching all in one. They not only have the most incredible comp plan out there, they not only have products with science behind them to back them up, which is like a cherry on top, they have you. They've got someone who knows and understands them, someone who is totally bought into who they are and what they have to offer, that can walk them through the process. So they're getting, like, when you guys, and you know this, if you've been in network marketing before, you get 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, this right here is your family. This right here, like these people are your support system. You're buying into a family. Some people don't ever know what that's like. Some people also, like, one of the reasons people hire me as a life coach is because they don't have anyone that they can actually share their issues with, or share their struggles, or share their wins. Life and business coaching all in one, and self-development all the time. So here's what I want to challenge you. I have 2 challenges for you as we like wrap up. I want you to think about setting the tone, not just for this company, not just for your team. I want you guys to be the ones to set the tone for the entire industry. Okay. If we've got 215 people on the call, 213. If I were to line all of you up in a row, like just everybody up in a row, and I were to go to each of you and ask, why should I join you? Why should I partner with you? If you're not sold on yourself and you, all of those answers are going to sound exactly the same. And that's what's happening. You show up on social media and you have the same posts and the same stories and all of the same information as everybody else. So why join you? And if you're confused on it, remember, if you're confused on this, or if you don't know, your audience doesn't know. If you're confused, your audience is confused. Right now, I think about this industry, and I think about people just like trying to slide through. Like, let me just give my best. Like, I'm just going to do my very best, and I'm just going to slide through and try to grab a couple of rock stars with me. That's none of that anymore. None of that. Stop trying to find your rock star. Be your rock star. Be your own rock star. You have to become your dream team person. You cannot ask the people that are joining you to be totally sold on themselves. Go for it, you guys. Just post and just be out there and be totally bought in. On what? Like, if they have no idea what differentiates them, how are they supposed to bring in anyone else? I really believe that you guys can change the entire industry for the better. Here's the kicker. I've always got a kicker. So what sets you apart? If you're not a disciple of Jesus, if you're not a believer, this is not going to make a lot of sense to you. But if you are, I want you to lean in for a second. Because I really believe that you actually have an obligation to use the gifts that you have been given and be confident in the person that you were created to be. And I want you to take this very literally when I read this to you from Romans 8:11. Very literally. It says, and if the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead, if the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you, he who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies because of his spirit that lives in you. So if you didn't know what differentiates you until right now, you do. Now you do. Now you know. If you're not sold on yourself, it means that you aren't believing what the Holy Spirit and God is saying about who you are and how you've been created. In fact, I actually think I would even go as far as to say that you're being, in my opinion, that you're actually being incredibly selfish by believing that you have nothing to offer. Being sold on yourself and a niche they're very different things. Okay. When you are sold on yourself, it means you know who you are, who died for your sins, and what you have to offer people. Like, I just want you to think about all of the extravagant ways, like what Jesus had to go through, the extravagant measures that he had to go through to rescue you from your sin. And all of that work right now is hiding behind collagen. Collagen doesn't change people's lives. Jesus does. Q is not what sets you apart. Jesus is. Q is a bonus. Collagen is a bonus. The comp plan, a bonus. It only enhances you. So when you go and think about what's my niche, how can I add value? What do I have to offer? Like, you don't get to ask those questions anymore. You are the one. And I want you to know, if you're sitting on this call tonight, it means that you are going out of your way to invest into your own brain. You are going out of your way to invest into yourself so that you have more to offer. When people come and join you, they get to invest into your life. You get to invest into theirs. And ultimately, the thing that drew them in is Jesus in you. That's what sets you apart. People will come to you because of Jesus. Their lives will be transformed because of Jesus. But while they are here, something really miraculous can happen, and you can help change their finances. You can change their health. You can change their community. You can change the people around them, speaking truth and life into them. But if you are hiding behind those things, why shouldn't they go choose someone else? Why shouldn't they? So as I want you guys to like sit with this and journal about this and ask yourself, like really, really sit with this before you walk into convention this week. What sets me apart? I want you to ask yourself, why should someone join me? Why should someone choose me? And then when you walk in there, when you walk in the doors and all of the hype is happening, then ask yourself, just like you're getting ready, right? Like you're walking up to the base, right? Like, how does this enhance? How can this only enhance what I'm already doing and who I already am? I really want you guys to sit with that this week. Okay. That's all I got for you. That's all I got.
Well, now I have sweat and goosebumps. Watching the chat pop off, there's no question that Jesus is speaking through you, straight to everything that we needed to hear. And that's just, it's not coincidence. That's just how it happens. I feel like every time, I'm sitting in church, it's like, was he in my house? Like, how did he know that? Whit, thank you so much. Like Whit said, I want you guys to think about that. I want you to like go have some quiet time, chew on it, like really ask yourself, why should somebody, or why would they want to choose me over her? We offer the same things. We have the same resources. Why would they choose you? Okay, well, I have this recording. Let's blast it out. Whit, I appreciate you so much. You are so wise, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have you and to know you, and that you were willing to pour into us tonight. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for letting me come. Have so much fun this week.
Yes, I can't wait to see you guys. I'll see you all so soon. Good night.